talked about how to build lineups, contest selection, bankroll management. Those are the three things. If you can master those and get yourself in a position where you're confident in your approach and you have the sample size and the results to back it up, sky's the limit for you. We're going to talk about some of the other stuff revolving around, what is so good about our plan. Hey, we had a plan to go to In-N-Out. We got a double-double, fries and a shake. It's delicious. That's a great plan. And that's all we're trying to accomplish here with DFS is something that, we look back and we're pretty happy with how it's going. You're managing your bankroll properly. You're winning a little bit more consistently. You're not losing your mind on a night-to-night basis. You're not losing your money at an uncontrollable rate. Losing sleep is the barometer for me of, hey, if I'm losing sleep over how much money I lost today, it's too much. So even though I can play at a certain level in my own staking plan and my bankroll management, I can't handle the emotions. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're struggling with that. Because number one, this is supposed to be fun. So, as you're developing this process for yourself, you can move out comfortably. All those things are delicious. I know it's kind of a stretch, but it works. Let's just go with it. The other thing that all this is going to do is it's going to keep you hungry. Mike Tyson says success breeds confidence, confidence breeds success. The more that you're doing this, you're going to have your process. You're not going to have to think about it. You're just going to show up. You're going to execute. You're going to do it consistently. The results are going to show. When you're not blowing your bankroll, you're want to keep getting better and better and better, and you're staying hungry. You had a great trip to In-N-Out. That was delicious. I'm coming back for more. Had a great slate. Had a great week of DFS. I've done everything in my power. Because that's the other thing too. If things aren't working out, the teams aren't scoring runs, your pitchers are getting rocked, that's outside of your control. Everything that we've covered so far are things that are inside of your control. How do you build? How can you find teams that could score runs? How do you manage your bankroll? What contest should I be in? That's all in your control. So if you're getting upset over things outside of your control, again, it's going to be a bankroll issue. If you're losing too much or too long, you've got too much in play. Some of you folks shouldn't even be putting money in play until you have a winning strategy, and you can figure out whether or not your teams would have won by running them on Fantasy Cruncher, saving them, comparing them to the results. We've covered that in past videos. It's something you can do in Lineup Rewind. And some people, they just have fear of missing out. They have that FOMO. Gotta play. It's like, you're the reason, people are, making fun of the DFS community of sharks versus fish. Don't put money in play until you have something that can win. I mean, if you're just having fun, that's one thing. But if you're continuously losing, you're frustrated by it, and it's from one of the factors that you can control, goes back to our last video series. You got to be honest with yourself. Just keep getting better, keep tinkering, keep experimenting. Again, take this and make it your own. I've done a video dedicated to Manny. I've got my Manny Laura Get Better shirt on. His Twitch stream is phenomenal. He does it every single day during the week for at least an hour. He's going over strategy, studying other players. He is the number one reason I've become a profitable player. Before him, I felt like I had a lot of the pieces to the puzzle. I didn't know how to put them together. He showed me how to do that. He's still doing that. You can watch it for free. It's a great community to be a part of as well. And then again, we just touched on Fantasy Cruncher Lineup Rewind. When you're doing all this and when you've developed your process and when you've had the success that you want, again, all I've put together is a starter kit for you. Take this, copy and paste it, shred it, adjust it, whatever you guys want to do, take it and make it your own. It's there for you. If you don't like these, or you notice a lineup combo is better, or maybe you just want to do the top half and you want to run 30 lineups of these each for a total of 150, you can do that. This is your way to do it. I'm just trying to show you different ways to be a profitable player. Do what works for you and what feels best and what feels right for you. Nothing's more satisfying than becoming a winning player and the hard work that you've put in. Everything that I've laid out, I've given you guys all of the tools to be successful. So put it together in the way that you feel the most comfortable in, and just continue to try to get better, because once you are able to achieve this, it's incredibly satisfying. The hard work is worth it. I tell people all the time, DFS rewards those of us that work the hardest. So keep working, keep asking questions. I'm just trying to help you guys see a little bit here And once you get satisfied, don't stay there. Keep trying to get better. Stay aggressive, never be satisfied. This is a Pete Rose quote. I went to Vegas a few years ago. He's signing autographs. You pay like $70. You get to meet him. He signed something. Maybe it was $80. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But I got to meet him. Probably my all-time favorite baseball player. And this is what he signed for me. To John, a great fan. Pete Rose, 1976 World Series. Yankees 0, Reds 4, sweep. And dude, it's awesome. You sit there and you talk to him. Hey, where are you from? I'm from Fresno. Oh, hey man, a lot of great players are from Fresno. I played with a couple ball players from Fresno back in the day, and he's like naming players that like went to Fresno State and went on to play in the majors. Guy's just sharp as a tack, and he asked me how he wanted to sign it, and so I signed it. And then at the end, he's like, anything else? I'm like, yeah, can you put some advice on here that you would give to, a young person like myself? This is about 7 years ago, so I've been like 27, 28. And he said, yeah, stay aggressive, never be satisfied. So I have it framed. It's up in my office. We're actually moving right now, but it's right there. It's incredibly valuable experience, incredibly valuable advice. It's my approach to everything in life, especially with DFS. As good as I am, or as good as I've gotten, I just want to stay aggressive and never be satisfied. And when I say stay aggressive, staying aggressive in your play. Again, conservative bankroll management leads to aggressive play. You're able to take stance and take shots that other people can't because you're organizing your bankroll properly. So this will wrap up the complete lesson of how DFS compares to in and out. I know some of the stuff's kind of all over the place and some of the dots don't connect as easily as others, but I hope you guys are entertained by this, have the resources that you need, be able to get the worksheet that I put together for you guys, your starter kit. Again, this is just a starter pack. It's not an end-all be-all. It's just to help give you guys some resources to help get you guys off the ground. On the next set, we'll do the mailbag for this portion. So if you don't want to come back for that, thank you guys for stopping by. And we'll just go to our little outro page. These are all the ways to get in touch with me. Email. My DMs are now open on Twitter. Website's still being built. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. If you don't like it, don't comment. Don't tell your friends. Don't do it. And again, take this, make it your own. Next video series next week. It'll be your guys' choice. But come back for the mailbag for some of the follow-up questions that people had from last week if you want to learn some more. But if that's all you came by for is locking in this MLB process and how it compares to in and out, that'll do it for this portion. And I'll see you guys back for the mailbag.